morning, everyone, and welcome to our community outreach project where we are interviewing people from our local community. It's my great pleasure to be with Clare Johnson today, who is managing and owns the Gourmet Grocer in Fordingbridge, which is just one of our lovely local shops. So, Clare, would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Yes, I'm Claire. I'm the owner of the Gourmet Grocer, along with Gareth, who's my husband. And we've been very lucky to be part of the High Street now for 3 years.
Oh, it's been just such a great asset. I know as the church, we come and sing Christmas carols outside your shop, and you're very kind in giving us nice hot mulled wine.
Yes, we absolutely love it. It adds such a nice feel to the run up to Christmas.
Yeah, and of course you've got the Christmas tree outside as well. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have the outside space, which is called the marketplace, which enables those things to happen. So yeah, we're very fortunate.
Oh, so you've been running the Gourmet Grocer for 3 years now. So tell me, what was your dream when you first started the shop?
I'm not sure what the actual dream was. It was more that we felt there was a need for grocers. And I'd been very happy in my job for about 9 years at Help for Heroes, which is a charity in Downton. And I was coming to the point where I felt I'd achieved everything I could achieve there. And Gareth and I were in Cirencester, and we saw this beautiful greengrocers, and we said, that's exactly what Fordingbridge needs. And as the conversation evolved and we were talking about me changing my job, we thought, actually, we could do that. We could give it a try. Of course, it was risky. There was a lot of nerves and anticipation about it. I was giving up a paid job to become self-employed, and Gareth is also self-employed with his own business. So there was a lot of risk factors, but we felt that we wanted to add to Fordingbridge. I've always worked outside of Fordingbridge, and I wanted to be part of it. And this was a way of building roots here. And actually, we really have built roots. I mean, we've got friends here that we would never have had. We know lots of people. And having lived here for quite a number of years, we could have walked down the high street and not have known anyone. And now we know lots of people. And actually, it's a really lovely place to live. We are so lucky.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's a beautiful, very friendly, lots of local amenities, and a very lovely place. It really is.
It really is.
Yeah. And the Gourmet Grocer really adds a nice place to go in normal times, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So how has the Gourmet Grocer evolved, Clare?
We started off with the very basics of some local produce and the fruit and veg, fresh bread, eggs and cheese. But as time's gone on and the customers have got to know me and I've got to know them, they've asked me for things. So a lot of our products are customer led. They tell me what they want to see on the shelves, and we sort of have a bit of a policy that if somebody them 3 times, and we'll give it a go and see whether it will sustain itself in our shop. And it's just grown from there. And so we started off with quite minimal shelving, I would say, and now we are almost rammed to capacity, and my staff keep going, Claire, where are you going to fit that? And I do find a place. Between Gareth and I, we come down here and we rejig things around. We started off with 1 till and we've added a second, which is key during these times, but obviously because you've got to try and keep that flow of people coming in. But yeah, it really has grown. We added the alcohol, and we've added more jams and chutneys and sauces, the Wilton whole food range. And again, that was all customer led. So it's been great. It's been fun, and our customers play a big part in this shop, not just because they shop with us, but they add the essence into it.
Not many people may know that you sell alcohol. Is this local alcohol?
We do. So we have quite a bit of local alcohol. We have a wine range and different extra pieces that aren't local, but we sell Downton gin. We've got Black Cow vodka, which is from Dorset, made from milk, would you believe, and supplied through our dairy supplier. We've got local gin, a couple of local gins. We've got Smith and Weston, Cranbourne cider, which of course is just down the road, Downton beers and ales, the Brew Shack, which is just at Sixpenny Hanley. We've got, I'm looking at the shelves now to prompt me, 8 Arch, which is another Wimborne range. So yeah, we've got New Forest cider as well in there. So we've got quite a lot. Most of our range is local, which is fab.
Oh, well, I must admit, I have tried your Black Cow vodka, which I bought.
And what do you think?
Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. I bought it for a Christmas present, but decided to try it, and it never went any further. I just loved it.
That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's very smooth, but very light milk. Yes.
Yes. And of course, full of calcium.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, would you like to walk round the shop, Claire, and just?
I can. Yes. Let me just pick the laptop up, and I will take you round. The sun is shining, so it might obscure your vision. So we have all our jams and chutneys just here, peanut butters and spreads, again, which are all very local. We've got Paradise Cottage, which is just in Martin, Pig and Pickles, which is just across the forest, Utter Nutter, which of course are based in Downton. We sell Fluffet's eggs, and we have local Dorset honey. We've got lots of sauces and tin products and curries and various other things available. The window bay is always an exciting bay. At Christmas, it's Christmas produce, and I'm not sure if you can see that well because the sun is shining in, but there's lots of biscuits and chocolate and macarons and lots of lovely goodies, tins. We also sell New Forest aromatics, which again is just across the forest. We've got lots of Wilton whole food. And our primary, which is where we started, of course, is our fruit and veg section, of which you will find is quite extensive. What else do we have? That's our Wilton range. We've got more Wilton here on the shelving. We sell we do 2 lots of flour. We do Alderholt Mill, of course, it's just up the road, and we do Sits, which is based in Shaftesbury. So for all the bread makers out there, we've got plenty of produce. We have got Dorset Tea, which is just here, and we've been approached by a New Forest tea company as well. So we'll be testing some of that this weekend. They've sent us some samples. We have the ever popular Bad Hand coffee, of which they do quite an extensive range of different coffees, and they are just down at Bournemouth. We've got a new section, which is just over here, which is our refills. So you can come in with your bottles. We charge it in 50 mils, so you can have different size bottles, or of course you can buy your bottles. And so you can come in and fill up on your shampoos, conditioners, and produce. We've got our vegan cheese, and of course not to forget our, I don't know if you can see that, our Maggie Moo's range, which is a local Dorset milk that you can come in and refill yourself in the glass bottles. Our big cheese fridge, which is quite hard to get everything in that one. So that's got a huge range of cheese, lots of local cheeses like Buck and Bucket, which is in Cranbourne. We've got Liburn cheese, Isle of Wight blue, Isle of Wight soft. So lots of lovely produce there. And then the alcohol section, which we touched on, which is quite interesting. We uncovered this fireplace quite recently, and the tiles that are in the fireplace are the original tiles, we believe. So Gareth has put all the wood framing around it. But yeah, it was a great find that enabled us to put our alcohol in a safe corner, but on a lovely display. And so yeah, and then we've got a naughty shelf here. We've got some Fordingbridge fudge, and we've got Solent chocolate, which is a local chocolate that we've recently sourced. And we're currently selling Easter eggs on behalf of the George. They do a very naughty range of Easter eggs And so that's our little shop in a bit of a nutshell. But yeah, it's a bit of a TARDIS, our shop. I think you have to come in to realise how much produce is actually in here, tucked in every nook and cranny of the shop. And we try to utilise the space as well as we possibly can.
Yeah, it's certainly evolved beautifully, and I love Gourmet. I have to watch though, because temptation is there for me always.
Lots of people say that they come in for just their healthy produce and walk out with lots of additional stuff. And of course, we do the Bakehouse 24 bread. And at the weekends, we do their cinnamon buns and their bagels. But Marco, who owns La Lambretta, the Italian restaurant opposite, we also sell his focaccia on a Friday and Saturday. And of course, if you come in, it's straight out of the oven, and the aroma in the shop is absolutely sensational. And so people go, oh, I only came in for some eggs, and they go out with lots of focaccia as well. So yes, it is full of temptation.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Lots of lovely pick-me-up items.
Lovely. And how do you see the Gourmet Grocer evolving?
We hope to continue to grow on it. We've seen a lot of support for us during the pandemic, and lots of people who didn't know about us came and found us and have changed their shopping habits. We hope that when life returns to some sort of normal and people do go back to work, and working from home is less of a necessity, we hope that people continue to support us and shop with us and don't return to their full supermarket shopping, appreciating that we can't always cover everything that's in the supermarket. But yeah, we love being part of the high street and want to continue being part of the high street. And whilst people want us, and we will be here, and we'll do everything we can, to help the community.
Well, you certainly did that during the lockdowns, because I know that you have you've been delivering. Well, I know that you've delivered to my husband and I personally, our fruit and veg boxes every week, and the Blue Cow vodka, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just been a marvelous service. Are you still doing deliveries?
We are actually. There are still some people that are quite vulnerable that haven't been out since last March, and that we've continued to deliver to during those times. And until they feel that they can come out, we will continue to do that service. And I think actually, as a community shop, that's part of our role, is to adapt and evolve and help where you can. I mean, there are limitations. We have got a young family, and there is only so many hours in a day. But I'm a strong believer in that the community enable us to be on this high street, and without our customer base, we wouldn't exist. So actually, where there's an opportunity to give something back, that's our duty, that's our role. So yes, we do. We continue to deliver on a Thursday. And then there are a few people that still don't feel comfortable coming into shops, so they place their order via email and they do a click and collect. We brought in, during the first lockdown, we brought in a card machine that we can actually take outside. So we pop it in their car, they pay on the card and they drive off, or they can pay over the phone in advance and literally collect their order and leave. So yeah, we'll continue to do that for the time being. And lots of people have asked us to review having a proper delivery service on a regular basis to everybody. And it's something Gareth and I are considering. But there's lots of things to factor in, that's a member of staff, a vehicle and everything else, because we do it in our own car at the moment and it works fine for the numbers that we have. But yes, maybe that is something that we will do in the long term.
Oh, well, I think as a church, that's something we'll pray that you get the right answer for, Claire. That would be great.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely lovely speaking with you this morning, and thank you for joining me. And we will be sending this out, and hopefully we have lots and lots of views. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kate. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.